So we got big news to cover for the MCU. We've got a character finally making their debut in the MCU. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Nova is on his way to the MCU finally. After making the Nova Corps appear in Guardians of the Galaxy and hearing that they got subsequently wiped out, we knew eventually that what was going to happen next was that Nova was going to appear at some point. So yeah, now we do know the only announcement we know is that the writer of Moon Knight is attached to this. So that's kind of cool. I think that's pretty neat. Now, the big question we have to ask first and foremost is which Nova is going to be his appearance, because there's two from Earth, Richard Rider and Sam Alexander. Now, I personally believe that they're going to go with Richard first. I think they're going to go with Richard Rider first, and I think that's given a little more credence because we've seen a lot more of Richard Rider Nova in a lot of comics lately, so I think it is possible it's going to be Richard first, and that makes sense. Like, he was the first Nova. He was kind of like the first. He was more or less like a big part of the Marvel cosmic side, which they want to do more of. So it makes sense that it would be Richard. And I do think that we should get Sam Alexander too, but I think we should wait. I think they should go the Captain Marvel route and have Carol first, and then we got Kamala next. So I think it should be the same thing. We should get Richard first, and then in a sequel get Sam after that, and maybe get a Disney Plus spinoff as well. But yep, Nova is now. They also didn't say if this was going to be a show or a movie. That's the other thing they didn't say. At least from the article I read, they didn't say it. Now, obviously, with Disney Plus, with Bob Chapek, that bald-headed bastard. That dude has been very aggressive about pitching more stuff for Disney Plus because people will pay for it, and he's been known as a bit of a penny pincher. I'm not spitting or being rude. That's literal facts. What do you expect less from a guy who funded a bill that was really against the LGBTQ plus community? Yeah. Anywho, we're not here to talk about that. But getting back to this, I think it is possible that we're probably getting a TV show. I would also be a hopeful for a movie. Again, they haven't said which, so we don't know. Now, obviously, let's talk about pretext. Obviously, the Nova Corps is gone. It was destroyed by Thanos when he got the Power Stone, and that's a major thing. And obviously, there's no other Nova Corps, and the Guardians are still they're kind of like haphazard. So the galaxy is completely just in chaos. Like, there's no one to keep the peace in the Marvel Universe other than the Guardians of the Galaxy and maybe a few cosmic heroes we haven't seen yet. So, literally, we are just down to nobody. So I think it would be kind of fun, like, maybe we can bring back... Because it'd be kind of cool to see, like, other alien races, like, what have the Kree and Skrull have been up to since the snap and since post the snap. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe build more from Secret Invasion or build to Secret Invasion, depending on when this comes out. It'd be kind of so cool to see other races. Like, maybe we can finally... This is how we integrate the Brood into the MCU through the Nova show. I think that'd be really awesome, is to see the Brood. Maybe even get the Shi'ar. Finally get the Shi'ar. And all through the perspective of Nova. We also know that Gamora is still out in space, but we don't know what's going on with Guardians of the Galaxy. And remember, in the comics, it's been stated that Gamora's true love isn't Peter, it's Richard. Yeah, ain't that a kick in the balls to Star-Lord? The one person she loved more than Peter was Richard Rider. And also probably gave him the name Dick Rider. Hi-oh! I'll stop. Anyway, that... I think is, I think that's a cool, up now. The other thing we have to talk about is in terms of, like, villains. Now, let me throw this out here. Like, let me just pitch this idea to you guys real quick. What if, cause since Nova never really had a lot of villains, only counting, like, the New Warriors and whatnot, he never really had a lot of villains himself. So, what if we do the MCU thing is where we give him a villain from somewhere else? And one villain I think would be cool to give him is Annihilus. Because him and Annihilus, you know, obviously referring to Annihilation, even though in here it was an Annihilus who destroyed the Nova Corps was Thanos. But maybe have it that Annihilus is the one, like, tearing through the galaxy now. Like, you could, this is how, maybe you can introduce the negative zone in the MCU. And maybe build to Annihilation on the cosmic side. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah. It's also going to be interesting where they put the power set for Nova, because, yeah, it didn't show that the Nova Corps in the MCU didn't have powers. They had, like, ships and whatnot. So I'm kind of hoping they kind of retcon that and be like, yeah, that was the Nova pilots, and then this is, like, you're the new Nova Prime, therefore you have all these cool kick-ass powers, because you have literally the sum of the entire Nova Corps within you. Yeah. Maybe do something like that. Like, that would be kind of like a fun idea to really play with. So I think it is, like, finally fun. Like, when the moment I heard the announcement for Nova coming to the MCU, I was like, fucking finally. It's high time he show up after, like, and actually it'd be kind of cool whether you start this as a movie or TV show. Maybe do, like, a past scene of, like, the Nova Corps getting wrecked by Thanos and with Thanos' army. Maybe not have Thanos directly in there, but maybe have, like, the Black Order back and the Chitauri tearing the Nova Corps homeworld apart, and then it shows that Thanos getting the Power Stone. Like, that's what I wanted from Infinity War, is seeing that scene of Thanos wrecking the Nova Corps to get the Power Stone. We never got it, so it'd be kind of cool to get it in here. I know they probably wouldn't get they probably wouldn't get Brolin back to do Thanos for one scene, but you probably get the Black Order and be like, deliver this to Thanos. Like, tell Thanos we've secured the Power Stone, or some shit like that. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm excited. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Nova coming to the MCU finally? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you haven't already, hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.